Happy Wednesday, webheads. You know what today is? Well, of course, it's New Comic Book Day. You can't beat the best day of the week. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 478, and this is the video series where I show you, the fans, what I pick up at the comic book store each and every week, which is Comic Central. That's right, guys, they provide the best comic books, awesome customer service. If you're ever in the state of Florida, in Central Florida, in the city of Sanford, tell them that Mike Spider Slayer sent you. So guys, at any time, if you want to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell, guys, that helps the channel a long way. And if you want to enter my Road to 10K X-Men giveaway, just comment at some point during this video, and this could be one of the videos that I select that will win you these X-Men prizes once I reach 10K. Alright, guys, so happy New Comic Book Day. Here's what I picked up. It's time for the mysterious black bag, and here we go. And once again, we have another solid week. Mysterious black bag. Inside, of course, I say it every week, it is the comic books. And I got some good stuff this week, guys. So here we go. There is the stack. Another solid stack of books. And let's go over what I got. Hopefully I don't drop this stuff. That would be a bad thing, right? Boom. All right, that's on the floor. Here we go, getting comfortable. All right, so the first thing we wound up getting is War of the Bounty Hunters. This is Bounty Hunters issue 13. It's a big issue this week, guys. My shop had this note on it saying, you know, if you bought the War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha and you get this other issue, you can buy this particular issue, because they only had so many copies of it. And I guess the significance of this particular issue is that it is actually the first appearance of the Crimson Dawn in the comic book, right? In the last issue it was mentioned, but this is the issue, I guess, where it shows all those characters in there. So supposedly it's a hot book. Now, whether it continues to be a hot book, that's still to be determined. And this continues, again, the War of the Bounty Hunters. All right. Next, wound up getting Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. This is issue 3. Last issue was so awesome, right? Where you get the Sinister Six, and Eddie Brock is part of that whole ordeal, but he kind of betrays Doc Ock at the end of the last issue. So super cool. Here's some of the interior artwork, and here is what's happening in there. So here is the way it looks here. Wow, this is a great picture. Look at this picture right here. It looks like things are getting really dark when it comes to Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. Again, this is issue 3, guys. Definitely recommend this as a pickup. Next, we wound up getting Iron Man. This is issue 9. Gorgeous Alex Ross cover right here. This is the Korvac saga that has to deal with in this Iron Man series, and we're going to get the origin of Korvac. I think that's what's happening in this issue. It seems like it's been a hot minute since this book has been released, and now we're getting some significance of Korvac. This is a good read, though. I've really enjoyed Iron Man, and it's really a huge Patsy Walker story, so definitely recommend this book. All right, next, talking about Heroes Reborn, we got Heroes Reborn Night Gwen issue 1. I was really interested in this just to see maybe how she got her powers in this universe, or you know, what she does in this universe. Kind of like the artwork right here. Hopefully we had a little bit of an origin tale as well, how she became this character, this Barbara Gordon of the Marvel universe, right? So here's some of the artwork, like I said, and this one could be a lot of fun. And that's kind of what Heroes Reborn has been. It's been fun. It hasn't been disappointing or lame. So it's definitely has exceeded my expectations. All right. So speaking of Heroes Reborn, we got Heroes Reborn issue 6. That's hard to believe already that we're on issue 6 of this, but this is a weekly thing. Here we have Power Princess on the cover. Nice looking cover on here. And it looks like it's going to focus around her as it's always been focusing around all of the Squadron Supreme characters. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think she's a pretty cool character. Looks like action-packed type of issue as well. So looking forward to that. Heroes Reborn issue 6. All right, next we wound up getting Geiger. This is issue 3. I love learning about the character, like how he wound up getting his powers and how he was fighting cancer, and then he's gotten all this radioactivity, like gamma rays in him and all this crazy stuff. And then we met some of the other major players in this series as they're trying to deliver this device that thinks that can make them a lot of money or whatnot. And all these characters like live in Vegas and stuff. This is an interesting book, man. I think Jeff Johns is doing a pretty good job on it. And Gary Frank is the artist here. So the artwork, of course, is going to be solid. So what do you guys think of Geiger at this point? Because I hear people say it's good, but not too many people are really talking about it, right? All right. Next, going to the gala, we got Excalibur issue 21 as we're continuing this whole storyline, which has been actually pretty good. You get to see the cracks within the X-Men characters. Things are starting to fall through. Does that mean this is going to be the end of Krakoa? Here we got Betsy in this issue. Again, I don't normally read Excalibur, but we just get our different characters that have been in this series that it looks like it's going to highlight. So we'll see what happens in this portion of the dinner party and when things start to kind of come together and go awfully wrong, we'll see. So Excalibur issue 21. So with that, I wound up getting the variant edition for this because I'm getting all these covers because they all connect and they all make this like one red carpet type of cover. So I'm curious to see what it will look like once it's all together. So that's pretty cool. Wound up getting that one. All right, and then next I wound up getting Bunny Mask. This is issue 1. This one's done by Aftershock. I heard it was a really great read. It's a horror comic. I always give these horror comics a try. I am a horror fan, and just because, you know, not every horror book is my style doesn't mean I'm not a horror fan, right? Everyone has different tastes, just like everyone, you can't be not a superhero fan if you don't like all the superhero books, right? So here is Bunny Mask. So interesting artwork. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Jeff Lemire's artwork in here, but it's not him. So we'll see what this book has to offer here. What this bunny mask does to this girl or why she wears it, who knows, man? But that's an Aftershock book. All right, next I wound up getting Ant issue 12. This was on my hot seat in my top 10 most anticipated last week, and I said if my shop wound up getting this, I was going to get it. So here is Ant issue 12. So Eric Larson bought the property of that character right there, and the original writer has been writing this story for years and just could never finish it, right? So he found it very intriguing, this character, and he wants to continue to write her, which I think is pretty awesome because he hasn't written anything really besides Savage Dragon, a few things here and there, and it's going to continue. It's going to conclude, and then he's going to be releasing a new #1 for this series. So I'm curious to see what he has to offer here. Here's the interior artwork. That's a nice interior page there, interior cover. And here's some of the artwork there. So again, if you guys are fans of Eric Larson back in the day like I was, you know, this could be something for you. It's just something different that I like to see from the character, you know, from the writer, just something different. So there you have Ant, issue 12. And then what I thought was cool was this cool variant cover for it that he did, which I thought was awesome. It kind of reminds you of like Carnage symbiote, and the guy is just like trying to rip it off. Well, it's the same with this female character here. She's trying to rip off the suit, and she's crying and she's in pain. It's an awesome looking cover. I really like the cover, so I was happy to get this one too. So that's Ant issue 12. All right. So next we wind up going on to The Amazing Spider-Man, the Chameleon Conspiracy issue 2. Looking forward to this one. Actually, this is issue, where are we at in this? Issue 68, Legacy issue 869. So the last issue was kind of cool. We get reintroduced to Teresa Parker in this series, and she's trying to find out answers. Betty Brant's pregnant. We find out that Ned is the actual father, so he's alive and well. We don't know what's going on with the Hobgoblin, like how is he alive? So I guess we will find out soon enough in this issue. So things are starting to look up for Amazing Spider-Man, and I'm actually excited about it. All right, so that is that. All right, guys, so time for the Facebook group page shout-outs. And, guys, the first shout-out that we have today winds up going to Bill Schroeder. And he's showing off his Amazing Spider-Man issue 105, and it has the Spider Slayer on it. So, you know what? If you have a book that has the Spider Slayer on it, hey, you're okay in my book, right? Awesome book. I have this book as well as a Spider Slayer robot on there. Really cool. Looks like it's in really great shape as well. So congratulations on that one. Next, we have Griffin Ferrari. He says, this week's haul. Looks like he's got a lot of books for this particular week. He's got some of the ones that I've already showed off there. Always great to have that large haul to show off to your fellow group page members. So congratulations on that haul. And then last but not least, I'm going to shout out to Scott Vaughn, who decided that he was going to also collect the entire X Factor run starting in 1986. He said I was his inspiration, so you can see some of the books that he wound up picking up there. So me and him are working together to get this entire collection of X Factor. And you know what? I tell you what, Scott, I think we could do it, right? So there you guys have it. There are the Facebook group page shoutouts. If you want to become a Facebook group page member, just go on to Facebook, look for Comic Book Corner 2.0, Webheads Unite. I will approve you, and you can start sharing your hauls, your statues, your comic book rooms, have great chats with some great community members in there, and who knows, maybe you could get shouted out in future hauls. All right, guys, so getting back to the haul, talking about the Amazing Spider-Man, I wound up getting that awesome Amazing Spider-Man Villains variant cover. This is issue 68, like I said earlier, where we get to see Taskmaster and Black Ant doing battle against Amazing Spider-Man, and they say all kinds of funny things in here, and I love when a cover tells a story, and this one definitely does, so I was happy to get that. All right, so now we go on to some DC side of things, and I wound up getting the DC Pride's month book here. This is that Bartel variant with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn on it. Just an absolute gorgeous cover in here. And we got some, I think there's a new character in here by the name of Dreamer. I think she's a brand new character, so that's a first appearance. So if you're looking for spec on that, this is something that you might want to pick up. But just to celebrate Pride's month, I think is really cool. And then we wound up getting the main cover on here as well. So I wound up getting both. All right. And then next, I wound up getting a couple of cool things that I wanted to show you early in case you guys can't stay and watch the whole video. I wound up getting the Nice House on the Lake, that variant cover where we get to see the woman swimming in the lake, and then you get to see all the skeleton bones and arms and all that other stuff on the bottom of the lake. And when you're looking at this cover in physical form, it's so distinctive. Like, you can really see all the skulls and everything. It does a lot more justice when you're holding it than on a screen. This is a gorgeous cover, and someone reminded me that the woman that's swimming in here reminded him of the girl from Christmas Vacation, the one that was swimming in the swimming pool. So I thought that was hilarious. But this is a really cool, awesome cover to have. So I'm excited for that. That book was so good. And then the next book I wound up getting, and I wasn't expecting to see this there, but I wound up getting Strange Tales featuring Brother Voodoo, issue 170. So this is the second appearance of Brother Voodoo, not the first. You know, next best thing to have. It's not in near mint condition, but it is, I think, in fine condition at least. It's all intact. A little dirty on the cover, but you know what? This is an awesome cover to have as this character is starting to heat up, so I was happy to find that. I can probably still get the third and fourth appearance of the character as well. All right, so those were the extra super buys this week. All right, and then now continuing on to DC Comics, I got Batman Detective Comics issue 1037. As we continue this story, this has been pretty good as we got the Lady Clayface in here. The art is so good, man. It's just, God, it's so good. You know, I think you have... Oh, this is the artist now that did the Wolverine comic. So you don't have Dan Mora on this book anymore, or at least he's taking a break. But still, the artwork doesn't miss a beat. It looks really, really good. Bogdanovich, I think, is the artist on this now. So here's some more. Look at that facial expressions. That's really good. You know, if Dan Mora is not on this book anymore, this is a adequate replacement. So good, really good, and it's an excellent story too. All right, so continuing on with DC Comics, we have the Joker issue 4. Looking for the action to heat up again in this issue. It kind of ended up on a great cliffhanger as the Joker gets the beat on Commissioner Gordon. We did not expect the Joker to meet up with him. He was supposedly supposed to surprise the Joker, but it looks like things are happening here. You know, I'm not going to show too much because I don't want to spoil so much, but here we get to see Lady Bane, or right on here, and Bane's daughter, and she's like choking the Joker there. So I don't know what's going to happen, but everyone's after the Joker. But the artwork is so good in this book. It's so awesome. This is a phenomenal story. I cannot wait to get my hands on this one. All right. I don't know why this got in my pull list. I don't want to read this anymore, but this is Future State Gotham. This is issue 2. I'm just not a fan of the black and white and them trying to make it like an anime book. It's just not my taste. You know, you do anime, you do anime. You do comic books, you do comic books. People might say, oh, it's just a different way. It's them thinking out of the box. That's great. And if you like it, that's fine. I just don't prefer this. I think, you know, color adds a lot of detail to the comics. And for a Batman book and for Jason Todd, I just think it works better when you have all the detail in there, right? So there you have it. Future State Gotham. I probably won't read it. I just didn't like the first issue. All right, so moving forward, we have Justice League Last Ride. This is issue 2. First issue was phenomenal. Supposedly, Batman killed Martian Manhunter, so that's why these Justice League members are not getting along with each other. But we'll see what happens with it, right? We don't know for sure. It's just, you know, kind of like, oh, we'll see. Did he actually kill him or didn't he? I don't think he did. But supposedly it's called The Last Ride because this is the last mission that the Justice League will be in together. Because, you know, just like everything Future State happens, everything is coming true, right? Looks like we get to see some dark side in this book. So that might be a lot of fun. Wow, the artwork is really good, man. So good. So looking forward to reading that. All right, some more Batman stuff. This, I think I ordered on the final cutoff. That's why I still have this. I'll probably read it if I get time. So this one is Batman the Detective. This is issue 3. After reading issue 2, I was like, this is, you know, there's so many other Batman books. This is an okay read. I don't mind it, you know, and it's a Tom Taylor book, but I read so much other Batman. I love all those other Batman titles better. And this is just a mini, but we'll see what happens. It might get me into this one again. You know, we're halfway through it at this point. I almost might as well just finish it, right? So that's Batman the Detective, issue 3. All right. So going back to Marvel, we have Strange Academy. Who Shattered Toth? Is this guy dead? I hope not, because he's actually a pretty good character. You know, he doesn't talk or anything. He has a girlfriend. I like Strange Academy. I think it's a lot of fun. You're slowly getting the characters fleshed out. And, you know, I think Scotty Young tries not to overwhelm you so much in this book. So, you know, he focuses on some others. We got, Howard the Duck in this book? It's so funny, man. So we'll see what happens. The only issue with this is I don't know what direction they're really truly going on. Like, where are they going with this book? We get to see little things happen here and there when it comes to our characters, but there's been no real major plot and story progression. They just go on a field trip here and they deal with a situation there. nothing really major, right? Here's a cool advertisement for the Sinister War. Who's on board with that? I truly am. I can't wait for that. I'm going to see if I can cover that when that comes out. Hopefully I can. All right, so and there's some more of the art. So there you have it, Strange Academy. Who Shattered Toth? All right, and then I got 2-3 more books here to show you guys. So we wound up getting the X-Men issue 21. So we wound up getting that book right there. This is after the whole Nimrod situation, everything that went online, right? And so this is another Hellfire Gala situation that's going on in here. So here's some more of the interior artwork. A lot of kissing going on. The red diamond. That's a nice artwork. Nice, like that. That would be a cool poster, right? So the red diamonds. That's to do with Sinister. They're all happy and having a good time. I don't know. There's a lot of white pages going on in here. Look at Emma with her nice little dress. So we got that. And then, of course, like I said, I'm getting all the green carpets variants there. So got that one. And then last but not least, right? I had no idea, guys, that this book right here was going to be the talk of the town or the hot pick of the week. Web of Spider-Man issue 1. I got this variant cover here. This book's already going for $30 and it just came out today. Like, what is happening? Obviously, it has to do with Disney California. So the ride's opening up over there. We're called Web of Spider-Man. So people are selling this. So this looks like it's going to be a hot book. I'm going to open it up anyway so you guys can see the interior artwork. And yeah, so I'll bag and board this one right away. Here's some of the interior artwork. I'll read it and we'll see what it's about. And we'll see how long it stays hot for, right? All right, guys, so there you have it. There is the haul. So guys, hopefully you got all the books that you were looking for this week, and I want to know some of those books that you picked up this week. And if you want to put it on my Facebook group page, like I said, go ahead and do that. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and if you like this content, go ahead, check out some of the other content coming out right here. And don't forget to check out What It's Worth coming out tomorrow, dealing with Silver Surfer. So until next time, guys, happy new comic book day. And this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching.